All right. Can you hear me okay? Do, do, do. All right. Cool. So, just turn this down a little bit. So Spider-Man 2. Um, I when I first played Spider-Man 2, I didn't actually have the console version. This was the version of Spider-Man 2 I had. It was the this weird PC version. I did eventually get the console version, like pretty soon afterward, because I was missing out on it, and um, it's kind of weird. It's I was um, I was really young, and the game, like the combination of Spider-Man 2 on the consoles being really good and this PC version being weird, is what made me think that like PC games is what helped contribute to this weird idea in my head that PC games were just these weird inferior things that like because the PC would generally not be as powerful, and the idea of a powerful gaming PC was like lost on me entirely. So we're going to see that. And I think I'll get started, actually. Yeah. So let's do this. I've um I've made some minor INI changes so that the game will play in 16 by 9, and I did a slight field of view change to accommodate that. Because normally this game is full screen only, and it is locked to 4:3 aspect ratios. The gameplay is way different than the PC version. I mean, than the console version. Opening FMV. Remember when stuff like this was kind of amazing? 2000s PS2 FMVs, yes. So these are all these FMVs are Bink video files, and they are all 15 FPS exactly. And it's really choppy. Okay. I only get like half the details right. Yep. So here's the menu. Um, this it's actually more comprehensive than the console version, because the console version is just like press start and you go right into the game, and the options are like within the game itself. That is a menu. Yes, it is. You get your options. It's like this drop down thing. You can actually rebind your controls, which is nice, but I don't think you can use a controller. Um, and this game is very strange with how you control it. It is a third person. It is a third person action game sort of deal, but it's got an aiming reticle like a first person shooter, and you move it around like a first person shooter. Like you move the camera with the mouse and you click, and it's like it's also really simplified, I think, for kids, because it's like you only have a total of like three actions you can really do that mean anything. You can see how like you have all these actions bound to just left mouse, and also jumping, right mouse. So you can control this whole game with just WASD and the mouse. That's it. And mouse smoothing is usually enabled by default. I'd turn that off. These are your audio settings. Speaking of audio, when I first played this game, there was a really weird audio glitch on my old computer where it was like really echoey, but everyone sounded like a robot because of it. It was like that like really really sudden reverb kind of thing. And I thought it was just kind of, I mean, I didn't know how to fix it because I was just a little kid. And I was just like, okay, I guess my computer can barely handle this game, even though it ran just fine. But yeah, here's your video options. Also, ignore that it says 640 by 480. It's because it doesn't display the actual resolution, which is proper 1080p. You get color depth, gamma, brightness, contrast, and you get high, detailed, everything turned on. You actually have options because this game is built in the Unreal 2 engine. They licensed, so this is a special version of Unreal 2 specifically. I was looking into some stuff about this, and there's a very special version of Unreal 2 that is used for shovelware games. Shovelware games and games that like you want to get out like within 2 months or whatever. Okay. There was like a Shrek PC game that also used the same engine.
You're all about to witness the dawning of a new age. The power of a sun is now ours.
This animation looks like Shrek. I remember being so impressed by this stuff at the time. Also, this is the opening FMV. I didn't start like partway through. This is just where the game begins. Just here. And in the console version of the game, this happens like halfway through the game.
Wait, a minor hiccup. Nothing to be alarmed about.
Got a mini version of the movie that's kind of right, but also really off. Yep.
Here, you maniac.
Product of its time. Alright, so we're gonna have to take care of the reactor, right? Nah. Spider-Man's just gonna fuck off and do the tutorial.
Hey there, Spider-Man. Looking sharp as always. Alright, listen up, Fancy Pants. Let's run through the basics just in case you're not that bright. No offense. Now it's time to test your swinging skills. See this web thing?
So we got a returning Bruce Campbell,
Give it a whirl and press your
who has special dialogue for the PC version as well.
then left click to fire your web.
Yeah, he just leaves. It's just like, oh man, that sucks. Anyway, I'm just gonna... Who's talking to him? The narrator. He was in the first movie game as well. He shows up as a cameo in the movies as well. Let's see. I really like the narration dialogue from him. He's not all that funny in this version though. He does say funny stuff, but it's like not as pronounced. Let's see. In the movie, they used a tiny nugget of stuff to show the claws are not only powerful but also extremely precise. Then he just grabs a chunk of the stuff. Yep. Okay, so here's how you control. Also, Spider-Man has really good animations. He actually has strafing animations. And his model is actually pretty competent, which is really bizarre. But so you control this like an FPS. Like an FPS, but you're playing in third-person mode. Also, I looked into the files and he apparently has walking animations even though there's no joystick support. So it's just, you don't really ever get to see them. But yeah, it's like a first-person game that you play in third person. And this is how you do web swinging in this game. You move your cursor up to here, and you click swing.
Now hit the
And you do this completely canned thing. And if you jump just right, you can actually do like a jump boost.
Oh, that was great. Yeah. Oh, and I don't say that to everyone.
But look, even his swinging animations are really good. It's just
Let's crack on.
really bizarre.
Delightful. Nice move.
And this kind of thing was before I even played first-person shooters, so the fact that I had to control the camera with the mouse and aim at stuff was really jarring and confusing. This is before I even played SRB2. It was just so weird to me, just how you actually maneuver in this game. And I considered it like, okay, here's a weird way I described like first-person stuff like this back in the day. It was like a 3D point and click,
You see that arrow-shaped arrow over your head? Yeah.
because you just execute these actions just based on, okay, aim over the thing and click.
Points you where you need to go.
Is the swinging momentum based or not? No, it is not. I mean, like you can do this thing where you get a jump boost at the top, but this is entirely canned.
Swing.
Welcome to Spider-Man 2, the game you've heard so much about. Okay, Spider-Man 2 for like consoles was really hyped up, and I was really excited for it. And apparently they didn't even plan to make a PC version originally, so that's why just like this thing came out instead of doing like a port. So they just had like, yeah, this really bizarre PC version that they whipped out in like I think just a few months actually. It's pretty impressive how fast they did it. But
Okay,
still,
time to get down from there. Just right-click to drop. Now. You're a wall crawler, right? All right, so let's crawl up some walls. Right-click to jump onto the wall, then use your direction keys to crawl. Make your way up to the checkpoint. It's that weird-looking doodad there.
there he goes.
Not going anywhere, don't freak out.
So, speaking of like competent animation, he actually has wall strafing wall crawling as well. Going backwards, going forward. It's really weird. It's like the person who worked on Spider-Man in particular really wanted to be like, alright, so this is gonna be like for my demo reel or something.
Delightful. Now let's practice zipping. Aim for that sign over there and zip across to the checkpoint.
There's a lot of detail for this nonsense game also what?
Fascinating.
I'm really curious what you have to think.
Your mother and I are very proud.
Crazy Taxi Hero has up and down.
Just click your right
Yeah.
mouse button to
It actually points in the proper direction.
and hop to it.
This game really felt like it was designed for like children, like younger than I was at the time, kind of thing. But at the same time, it's got like the really weird FPS control scheme, which I was not familiar with at all.
How about zipping over there to the checkpoint in the danger zone? Adventure awaits. In a loose sense.
Zip. Can you guys hear it all right?
Remember your spider sense? It's like your own personal alarm system. When it starts going nuts, you better take evasive action by hitting the right mouse button. Otherwise, you'll be hitting this other key called reload game.
It's a little quiet. I can still hear it. So that's the spider sense mechanic thing. It's essentially a pre-QTE.
Get close, then left click. Poo-poo!
After the tutorial, I'll see if I can turn it up because I don't know if it'll if the game will
Be cool and fun.
still want to be captured after I minimize.
If you want to jump kick, just
This is how you fight. You just click on them.
respective kick E. You, the kicker, can kick the kick E and the face E. Not too shabby, Spidey. You know how to swing, zip, crawl, and fight. Group hug. Next up. Something
Oh my god, they are so sparse, yes. Here's your 15 FPS SFM cutscene.
This looks promising. Maybe I better lend a hand.
Okay, let me just, real quick, turn this up. That should be good. Is it still on the web screen for you guys? Yep, okay. Let me just real quick here. I just have to restart the game because there we go. And there.
This looks promising. Maybe I better lend a hand.
The web screen is pretty snazzy looking. It is, honestly. I love these, like, really chunky, low-poly enemies. So this game wasn't designed for widescreen. So if you ever see anything weird off to the sides of the screen, that's why. And also we might have a couple cases where during a in-game cinematic a character's head gets cut off by the cinematic aspect ratio bars. This has a lot of unintentional charm to it. Yeah, exactly. So I like before I had the console version, this was the version I grew up with, and it was like, it was really weird, and I knew from the start it was gonna be like not the same. But there's a lot of like weirdness to it. It's like, because there's a lot of visual competency in it. Like Spider-Man actually has a specular mask. I don't know if it'll show up that well on the stream. And it, like, his like little webs actually are all shiny and stuff. And also, Spider-Man 2, the proper console version, had like collectibles everywhere called tokens. In this version, there are still collectibles, but zoop, these little things called exotic spiders, and I have no idea why, but I really liked these things. They made me think of like some weird jelly candy or something. I don't know. It was just like oddly satisfying to find them, but at no point did I ever seek them out. It was just like, oh, a little cute thingy that I can find, an exotic spider,
Here we are, boys. The
candy
city
spider. The city prison. Also, is the volume better?
Help! Tear gas in Tower 1! Send backup, it's a breakout!
So, alright, awesome. So, the enemies in this, like, just to further the idea that this was meant for kids, the enemies in this, the collectibles do not mean anything, though. And there's two kinds of collectibles. I haven't unlocked the second one just yet. Another thing that made me realize that this is for little kids is the fact that the enemies have laser guns. You'll see a close-up shot. In the regular Spider-Man 2, they had actual, like, pistols. Ouch.
Hey, watch it!
And there's even like there's still a pistol model in this game. But they have this like laser gun thing.
Mind if I lend a hand?
Purple dildo lasers. So, speaking of competency, I noticed that Spider-Man actually has like a blurry stencil shadow, but it's like blurry on purpose because it's not super pixelated either. And it's like, I think it's just like a result of it being the Unreal Engine. But I don't know, it's just like a little nice thing because I was used to shadows at this point being really sharp, or just a blob. Laser. I don't know why I find the chunky low poly enemies really charming. I mean, they've definitely got this like shovelware quality to them, but oh my god. Did I see that correctly? Did that guy just get zapped? Ouch. Also, the cursor is additive, so half the time you can't read the context action. Alright, here we go. QTE. Exciting. Oh boy, boss fight. So, both in this version and the console version, Rhino is voiced by John DiMaggio, who is the voice for Bender from Futurama. Just keep that in mind when he starts talking. There's one scene in particular where he sounds almost indistinguishable from Bender. There he goes.
Almost in range. Engage the containment grid now. You are being detained by the New York State Department of Corrections.
Boost gameplay.
Uh-oh. I better hurry.
There goes the prisoners. So that's actually the second collectible, is you have to find prisoners. And they have like a rap sheet and everything. I think that's what it's called, right? Mighty Switch Force. Here we go. Anyone who's played like any Spider-Man game at this point or prior knows what's going on here. Ref sheet. You just gotta lure him into the thing. He smashed himself. You attack him. At this point, it was very much the formula with Rhino boss fights.
Stand still so I can snare you.
Ref sheet for the prisoner's Sona.
Rhino, think fast.
Whoop.
My head's killing me. No! I'm gonna clobber you for that, punk.
Also, that does nothing, it just annoys him. And stalls the fight.
You, Spider-Man.
Rhino, don't you know when to give up?
My head's killing me. You're only making me angrier. Stand still so I can snare you, wall crawler.
Here, Rhino, think fast.
Containment failing. The grid is down.
Can't we all just get along?
There he goes. Hey Martin, what do you think of those particle effects?
Gotta put these fires.
Running animations remind me of Cubics.
Catch up with you, Ark.
Zoop. 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 Okay, are you guys ready for Nuclear Spider-Man? Get ready. So that's a thing. What's that graffiti say? I'll take a look. No parking. We will have to tow. And I can't really understand what the rest of it says. Okay, so whenever you walk up to like a citizen or police officer after you do something good, they have like one canned line they'll do.
That was something else.
Not that one, actually.
That was something else.
That was something else.
I got 100 on the blue guy.
Okay. So before I go, I'm going to show you the prisoner collectible. Also, Spider-Man 2 on console, famous for being an open world game. You cannot come back to these areas. Once you're done with this level, that's it. So all these collectibles are completely cut off after you leave. Also, you can tell when you're getting close to a collectible because of the like spikes on screen that close in. Hello. Wham. And he digitizes, proving that this game isn't real. He's escaped from the Matrix. Can't you go to the can't you go back after beating the game? Oh. Oh man. Actually, I think you can. I didn't remember. You collected the shit out of him. This game is one of Mysterio's VR traps. Oh, not yet. We'll get to that. One of the more interesting parts of this game is definitely Mysterio's level, which I think is honestly better than the console version. Like, conceptually, anyway. Oh, there was a bastard back there. I won't be collecting every collectible, but if I see one, I will grab it. There's also, before I go to the bank, there's mini games. And these mini games are interesting because you just find these little objects. Fun time. You pull, little collectibles come out. Time limit. Grab it. You did it. You got 150 points and nothing else. Oh, real quick, I want to show off this sign. Oh, come on. Return of the Monkey Men. Okay. Time for some more great cutscenes.
Peter, thank you for taking time out of your school day to come to the bank with me.
It's my pleasure, Aunt May. I'll make some time to study later.
I hope you don't spend too much time cutting classes.
For me, this looked bad even
I'm
back
not a
then.
student.
Was the puppet mouths.
Sorry, I don't feel well. Will you excuse me?
Of course, honey. I'll be right here.
Exactly like in the movie. Yep. Okay, what's weird is they got half of the voice actors from the movie, but only half. So you get like Peter, who's still voiced by Tobey Maguire, giving a half-assed performance, and you get Aunt May, who is like, "Hello, yes, I am Aunt May." Zoop. Half-life mouths, yes. Except they have they don't have binary weights. They have actual.
They couldn't have taken her far. I'll check behind those teller windows.
Zip. Hey, what the hell? You see how he just snapped to looking at him? What about Doc Ock? What about him?
Go time. I'm gonna.
Apparently, police work in this city is not what it once was. I suppose I shouldn't be rude.
Is his voice the same?
Thank you
Yes.
for your help, Spider-Man.
Yes, he is still Alfred
Before I have
Molina.
Security guard, Spider-Man. They have keys that'll help you get down to the vault.
So unlike Half-Life mouths, they don't have waveform things. So anytime their mouths move, it's just like manually animated.
Get a loadie. Let's do it. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Get used to that.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Thanks, Spidey. You saved me.
Also, of course, they're playing an earlier version of Spider-Man on these computers.
Grab him.
Here at the bank, we play video games. Exclusively Spider-Man 2. Yep. That's how it actually is in New York banks. Spider soda. Also, whenever there's like these interactive things, they rattle like this, and it's like kind of... The first time I played it was like vaguely terrifying, because you just hear this thing off to like the left or whatever. You enter the room and it's alive. Full of spiders. Yes. Yes, it is. Very full, and I have to collect them all within the time limit if I really want that bonus. I get it. I got a little bonus. Carbonated spiders. Crack a can and spiders come out. Oh, God. That'd be awful. That would be, I think, the worst thing ever. It seems like everyone at the bank is stuck on the same level. They were beta testing for this game. One spider per can. Just a big new friend. Please no.
You and me, pajama boys.
I got my nuclear powers.
Spider-Man. Doc Ock's on his
This
way
looks
to
so
the
clumsy to
basement, but he
play.
broke the door when he
It's
forced it open.
interesting.
Another way to the basement, but it won't be easy.
I've gotten used to FPS controls like this, like an SRB2, and it's a little bit easier than it was when I was a kid.
Take this key card and use it to access our security room. From there, you can open the second floor doors.
But it is still very
Security
clumsy.
guard stuck on the second floor. Got it.
It's... Spider-Man comes in boring and blue flavor. I don't understand the whole nuclear Spider-Man thing.
Make me come over there.
Objective complete. An empty-ass room.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Oh, Jesus. Hello. Just warped in. Wait, why couldn't he open the door? You just, like, followed me here via teleportation. Incredible assets in this room. It's funny just how bare bones and basic it is, huh? It's just like, this is bank. So here's walls and a room.
Thanks, Spidey. You saved me. Thanks, Spidey. You saved me.
Thanks, Spidey. You saved me. Check out the size of this absolute unit.
Great to see you, Spider-Man.
Gone.
Is there a shortcut to the basement?
Look for the elevator on the first floor, then take it to the basement. You'll need this key code to get into the elevator.
It's like you're playing inside a bank.jpg. Yeah, it's like I'm playing inside a bank floor plan, but like not like a fancy one, just a big one. Oh no, that's a hyperlink. What? Where? Oh. Oh, you mean in Twitch? Oops. What is this? Oh, event. Don't remember ever seeing this. No, wait, yes I do. So, since we licensed the Unreal Engine, we're going to show off our colored lighting, even though it doesn't make any sense. Also, we put a keycard scanner in these vents that are huge. Okay, that was pointless. And then they vaporize into the ether. Okay, so collision detection is definitely very janky. Because like sometimes you'll automatically step up on things and other times you'll just get like stopped. Which I'm very familiar with in first-person shooters, but not action games. Copy machine full of spiders. Yes.
Grab him.
Just jumping in the air, kicking them in the face is very effective. So this arrow is pointing down, so I guess I gotta go downstairs. There we are. Ding. And here I am in the underground. Also, this game gets better. Like, both in terms of haha funny and like actually better. But just wait till we get to Black Mesa and we meet Gordon Freeman and his many brothers. Aunt May has just accepted that her grandson spends a lot of time in bathrooms. Yeah. He has issues.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Doc Ock is in the precious metals vault. I don't have the code, but my partner does. He's locked in the cash vault. This code will get you in there.
It's go time.
Soup. They just keep their hands up until I touch them.
This key code will let you in.
Okay. Hope you guys are ready for the epic, like, pre-Doc Ock boss fight.
What do you want with diamonds, Ock? Your kind of ugly goes deeper than jewelry can fix.
Oh no, we're gonna fight him. Nah.
This is my business, Spider-Man. I warn you not to interfere.
Okay. So, this is a pretty secure door. It's probably gonna take a lot of, like, it's probably gonna take like a genius mind to crack what the combination is for this door, right? You guys ready for this? I am so smart. Clearly, I am a genius hacker. Yes, Simon says, the ultimate security system. You need at least half a brain to even look at this puzzle, let alone solve it. The most secure facility. Press the green button. Okay, but he also does a thing where he immediately attacks you, so... And then he electrocutes the floor. And then I gotta unelectrocute it. Amazing boss fight. And... Nope. I don't even get the satisfaction of the last hit. He just escapes.
Let's get out of here.
I'm glad that that's a button in his vault.
Help, Spider-Man.
Help,
Have
Spider-Man.
to catch up with Ock later. Can't let them take Aunt May.
Install and instantly electrocute every surface switch. Yes! Oh, those terrible low poly stretchy arms. Yes. It like sort of works, but barely.
Poor Aunt May. I hope she's okay.
Alright, so we need to steal all the money and this old woman. Ready for an action-packed chase sequence? Completely uninterested. Yeah, like even from the like, you know, actors from the movie, they're just kind of like, whatever. Look at how long the time limit is as well. I've got like over 2 minutes to catch this. And zoop, and they just spawn in.
That sweet lady in there could be somebody's aunt.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire is just kind of like, I don't really give a shit. The wheels on the bus don't go round and round. Round and round.
Thank you, Spider-Man. That's twice in one day you've saved me. Maybe I misjudged you. Have you seen my nephew, Peter?
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm sure he's just fine.
Okay, so the animations... Okay, first... Is the reflection on the windshield just baked onto the texture? Inexplicably, yes. Despite the fact that there is actually a cube map. Or... a reflection on it. Yeah, see, some of these cars actually have reflections, but they also have baked-on reflections at the same time. Have you seen my nephew? Okay, I looked at Spider-Man's model, and you know that thing he's doing where his head bobs when he talks? Like a puppet? He actually has, like, a mouth bone. Or, so it's, like, just like his jaw will move through the mask. But they do that thing where just his head will bob. He's a good game. I think this is also the biggest area you'll ever be able to swing around. In regular New York, anyway. And if you stick around, you'll see what I mean later. Star Fox head bob talk, yes.
Did return my call.
This all feels like it's taking place over the same day, because there's like no change in the lighting.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she was just tied up in the bank.
LOL.
Hey, he's taking my car.
Wait right here. I'll find a phone and call the police.
Peter Parker, you are one strange boy.
He's taking my car. Wait here. I'll find a phone and call the police. There it goes. You know what was great in Spider-Man 2? Like the real game? You could actually stop these, like, you know, you could actually get onto the car and, like, stop it from driving away. But of course in this is a, like, whole scripted thing where you have to follow it to advance the story. This game is so bored of itself. Yeah, really. I find it more interesting than the actual game does.
Something smells fishy.
You guys know what to do.
Puma? When did you get into this?
I love how there's just swing points dotted around. Yeah. Instead of like being able to swing, you know, arbitrarily, which was the big thing for Spider-Man 2.
Next time you ambush someone, check if he's a superhero first.
Spider-Man can just use this. Also, this car is still running. It's a poor imitation of the real game. It's... Yo, yeah. It's less of an imitation, more of like... Here's some basic ideas, like you play as Spider-Man. The swing point's probably the only realistic thing about the game. Yeah, but in proper Spider-Man 2, he would still swing off of actual stuff. Like, you know, it was like the first time in a Spider-Man game you weren't swinging off of the air. The guy in the car knows what's coming to get him if he gets out.
Get the freak.
Laser guns. Nuclear Spider-Man. Do you think this is like his radiation leaking out since he's like has got radioactive blood? They're just like real life swing points. Oh, okay.
Get the freak. Well, looky what we...
Environmental storytelling. This guy was sitting in a chair listening to a radio in this corner. I never considered his blood radioactive. Yeah, it's all seeping out. When he glows like that, he's just irradiating everything. It's like cannon power, you just never ever see it. Yeah, it's like, is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood.
Get a load of these fists, wall crawler. Not the face.
You don't usually see it because his blood doesn't get out often. It did in the first movie.
Well, looky.
Did in the first movie, and it was like a cartoony red.
Get a load of these fists, wall crawler. I'm gonna get you a spider.
Okay, now I believe... No, it's, tab, yes. If I press tab, I can actually see all the secrets I've collected. Yeah, it looked more like Kool-Aid. So, if I click on an inmate, I get, like, this little thing here for some reason. Convicted of cheating during a hot dog eating contest. Barney Bagger Rabble. Serving 2 years in the slammer for bad customer service and bagging with paper instead of plastic. These people aren't... I'm glad these people escaped. They didn't even do anything really wrong. Wanted for counterfeiting Kitty Pizza Place prize tokens. Tried to corner the market on cheap plastic toys. Brat Stinks. Charged with not brushing between meals. Wow, like, I don't know what side I'm on anymore, honestly. What do you guys think?
Hideout located, thieves detained.
Okay.
It's not even lunchtime.
Here's something weird. Is it just me or does Puma look like he's in a completely different style? He's got these like cartoony drawn-on textures.
Give up, Spider-Man. You want a piece of me, Spider-Man? Come on. Not bad for an insect.
He looks very out of place, yes.
Puma. Didn't you read
Turok
the script?
baddie.
Pretty good indoors. Let's see how you do outside.
Matrix. There he goes. Never to be seen again. Nah, I gotta chase him. I just got 500 points for existing.
Looking for me? Oh, you're slowing down, Spider-Man. And I haven't even begun to fight yet. Come on.
There he goes. That stop-motion-esque turnaround, yes. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but all the FMVs are 15 FPS.
There's more where that came from. Try this one on for size. Next time I won't be so gentle, Spider-Man.
There he goes. He's decided that he doesn't want to fight anymore. Gets kicked in the head. There's more where that came from. Yeah.
Try this one on for size.
Amazing. And then he gets dazed from his own attacks. This guy is really lame. I don't know if he was any good in the comics, but
You grow tiresome, wall crawler. Try this one on for size.
Oh, don't leave in a huff, Chuckles.
there he goes.
Just getting cozy.
Heads up.
QTE. He still got smashed by it.
No time to lose, Webhead. Keep up if you can.
Come on, Puma. Let's try to leave this place cleaner than when we found it.
These quips are amazing. No, they're not. The lack of music here, too. Yeah, really. It's really quiet. You just get, like, this vague atmospheric ambient noise. And the place is... And it also becomes how apparent just how empty it is, too. It's like... This is a 2004 game. This is the same year Half-Life 2 came out. I mean, Half-Life 2 was a, you know, big graphics game, but still.
That came from.
It's honestly kind of spooky. Yeah, it is. Whoa! God, I love how they're using the in-game models for all this. It just looks like really bad SFM. He's just running after him.
Here we go again.
It looks dreadful. Yeah. Though as far as looking bad, it hasn't aged a day because even back then, it looked really bad for me. Because I had a lot better games, you know, at the time. A lot better looking games. Also, now he has this thing where he just throws shurikens at me. I love the super compressed texture on Spidey. Yeah. He's got a 512 by 512 texture, which, to be honest, for like your average 4:3 resolution back then, and how far away he is from the camera, isn't bad most of the time. Like, he actually looks pretty decent, like from this distance. But it's only Spider-Man. It's not the rest of the game. It's exclusively Spider-Man. Oop. Oh. Oh yeah, it's this weird thing I can do. Also, this is a thing I had never even thought about. Is using a separate texture to make it look like the flag is moving in the wind. I don't know, I thought that was neat. The actual model is moving too, but anyway. He just makes a stock cat sound when you do that. Let's see, where is he? Wow. The air positioning looks hard to do, like how the horizontal velocity just like ramps up. Yeah, it's okay, when you're moving around in the air, like turning and stuff, it is like a little bit disorienting. Especially at this field of view. I just saw a secret. So here's some of the jank. That works. No! I want the little glowy spider. Mine. It's pretty. You just smacked me. Little gummy spider. Yep. Ow.
All right. I give up. You win, Spider-Man. All that time spent fighting me when you could have been protecting your girlfriend.
Protecting her from what? What did you do?
He's just sitting there with his arms crossed like he's like, protect her from what? Eh.
But I can't speak for Doc Ock.
This game looks so shitty. Yeah, it looks like a shovelware game.
Something's wrong. Gotta get to MJ.
Something's wrong.
Where are you? You said you'd get the police, but no one's here. You're darn straight I'm looking for a cop. Just like you said you'd do. Where are you?
Oh
anyway?
no. Oh no, now this game is dated because they use an old cell phone. Mission complete. Pretentious foods. Oh man, my girlfriend's life has been threatened. Wonder if she's alright. Okay, real quick here. Facts Magazine. Who is Spider-Man? Overnight weight loss. Fireman something there it's. What does it mean? What is this gonna say? What was this supposed to say? Firemen and their giant tits. That's what I think it says. What do you guys think it says? The fireman did what? We'll never know. Spider-Man censored it. Just gonna walk downtown. So this place is like... You know what this place really reminds me of? GM Big City. It's big, it's blocky, it's empty. I mean, it's actually... Okay, I'll be honest. It's actually better than GM Big City, but it's like... it's got the same vibes to it, and this is a, like, professional game. GM Big City was just like you know, just a user-made map. It certainly has more detail, yeah. It's definitely a toss-up, because, like, these actually look like buildings. In GM Big City, it's just everything's a block. Realize why your future. Nice texture mapping. The eerie silence and lack of actual environmental stuff, yeah. So there's, okay, there's sounds everywhere is the weird thing, but it's like eerie silence. Because you get like all this ambient sound, and you even get like wind. But there's nothing, you don't have people talking, you just have the like occasional person walking around.
Excuse you, dude.
It's like... Okay, it's like ominous, like something bad's about to happen. There's just a few people left. It's the same high strangeness UFO abductees talk about right before it happens. Oh, you have no idea. But before we get to that kind of strangeness, we're going to be playing a little bit of Half-Life, because we need to go visit Black Mesa and find Gordon Freeman and all of his clones. You guys will know what I'm talking about when we get there. It's really uncanny, a little bit. Okay, I was looking at the animation files earlier today, and the police actually have animations for shooting a gun. But they never do that. The web zip is so slow. Yeah, web zip, more like web molasses. So as I was saying, the police actually have animations for shooting a gun, like a whole set of them, but they just don't use them. Oh. Also, whenever you complete an objective, all the police everyone who's like cowering just like gets up in unison and plays the same animation. Thanks, Spider-Man. Into the dark, scary building.
What do these guys have against doors?
There he goes.
Hey, hold the elevator.
Oh, it's not dark in here. It's your average lobby. Oh boy, fun time. That was hard. It's the Eggman animation from Sonic Adventure. Oh my god. What's he got there?
Looky what we have here.
Okay, the camera also gets stuck on walls. So it gets really, it's like really disorienting when once you've gotten used to the camera. I mean, it doesn't get stuck on it, but it's like physical. Which makes sense, but it's jarring.
Thanks, Spidey. You saved me.
What are these rooms for? It's just like this, like security room, I guess. And another one. This is like the actual security room. And this is like the backup where all the servers are, and there's like these old ass computer monitors. Also, here's something. Ooh. Shiny. Here's something I can do. Come on, Gordon. You trying to get me into trouble? Owo Corp. Yeah, they come with their purple guns. I gotta be honest, when I was younger, okay, I thought stupid gun designs like this were really cool. I mean, like, they look really childish, but like, you know, I just thought they were neat.
You saved me.
Turn the alarm back on, just for... Nah. Okay, here we go. Tell me if this doesn't look familiar to you guys.
Spidey sense is going nuts.
Spider-Man, please help me.
My oh my.
No!
Where do I start?
Step!
The man in tights or his nerdy little friend?
Thanks, Spider-Man. These thugs are all over the place, and they have my friends. Here's a key card.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties? Nuclear energy. Zoop. Just wait till we get to Gordon.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
He has a bow tie. He's styling. Spider-Man munches on some depleted uranium. That's just Half-Life 1 Eli. Oh my god, it is.
Thanks, Spider-Man. This will get you in some locked doors.
Destroy the damn thing before it grows any larger. Step! Look, it's Gordon. He doesn't have glasses, but it's him. And there's more of them.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Oh my god, it's him again.
Well, thanks, Spider-Man.
He's everywhere. They all got laser eye surgery. God, I would be so happy if they had like Half-Life-esque music right now. It's still got that thing where it's quiet and just ambient noises. TFC classic over here. Also, the like big guy looks like yeah, he does look like the Heavy, like the original Heavy from the Team Fortress Classic. It's really bizarre. Here at Black Mesa, I mean Oscorp.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
There he goes. Oh, he tries to anyway.
Come on, Spider.
How did that hit him? Did you guys see that? So what do we work on here at Oscorp? Science! He wanted to out of bounds. I wouldn't blame him. I love this stupid thing where it's just like, what are we working on? Vague science. It's shiny and it's bright and colorful. We make lava lamps.
Spider-Man, Doc Ock is going to blow up the building. He set 8 bombs, and they're already ticking down.
Here at Oscorp, we pride ourselves in purple. Okay. Bomb mission. And Doc Ock has had time to make bombs that are stylized after his arms. Here.
Come here. I got something for you.
He keeps talking even after he's disappeared from the ether. Also, this game has upgrades. Just one.
Why do I get the feeling someone has plans for this? And I won't
Some
like
electric
them.
floors on the way to the lunchroom. Nice. So what does this upgrade do? Well, it's not all that much different, honestly. It's just that now I can fire web balls as one of the context buttons, one of the context actions. Ta-da. If you miss the microwave, the floor will cook it. Okay. You guys ready for an old friend? He is a fucking genius. He took the bank security system and installed it in these bombs that are stylized after his arms.
Come on!
Now Bomb is happy. Yes!
Get a load of these fists, wall crawler. You and me.
Thanks, Spidey. You saved me.
Oh, don't mind me, I was just hiding in this elevator.
Get a load of these.
You saved me. Yep, that just keeps happening. Usually when I've played in the past, I get a lot of, like, male citizens, and they only have one line where they go, "Thanks, Spider-Man!" And it's really funny, like, several times in a row. Let's see. What is this guy wanted for? Oh, let's see. I've collected a few more. Let's see. War and Peace. Haha. Hard to read one way or another. They threw the book at him. What? I don't get it. Whaleback Slim. Sent away for being a bad, bad man. Okay. That's creative TM. I'm fine. Let's see. I like the Euro style text. The what? Here we go. This is the Spider-Man 2 game we always wanted, what, right?
Spider-Man, your luck just ran out.
What'll I do? That's convenient. It's used in older games. Oh, really?
Well.
Might have just been a generic Unreal font that they had. Also, now this is shootable, but not through this energy field for some reason. Nice, decal sorting there. Ouch. He's fine. Objective complete. I like how that just shows up. This feels like a really weird Half-Life map. Perfect. I'll put this bomb right at the bottom of this electrical shaft. Okay, this one's actually a tough one. Let's see. I believe it's this. And this, no, it's this one, I think. And then after that, oh god, what comes after this one? I think it's this one. No, it's this one. Wake up, Mr. Spider. Wake up and play Simon Says. G-Man fades out. That would be amazing, honestly, because whether subconsciously or not, this is definitely like Half-Life inspired stuff. So it'd be amazing if they actually rolled with that into like a G-Man cameo. Just like off in the corner, he'll just walk away. He just decided to face the elevator for some reason. Hello. Smack. Ding. Was he just sliding backwards? These enemies are so attentive. Yes, they are. Only the most intelligent for Doc Ock. How can he afford all these people? Isn't he just like barely able to afford the reactor that he wants? So he's also has time to like hire several gangs. Oh my god, this puzzle doesn't work. There's no collision. There's no collision. Good game. Very good. They cannot be collected. That is awful. You can't win the game if there's no game to win. How did that hit me? Go onto like some obscure gaming forum and see people complaining that you can't 100% this game. I love when they pre-set up in-game cutscenes in games like this, and they just got the characters kind of just sitting there. It's really strong Sonic Adventure vibes, isn't it? Here he comes.
I've had enough of you, Spider-Man. I charge you with one chore. Squash that bug once and for all. Make sure he never crawls out of this place.
Come here, wall crawler.
Oh no, an introduction for the same guy I've been fighting over and over and beaten one hit. Also, when I first played this game, I was confused about something. Apparently, halfway through his speech, he's talking to Spider-Man, and then he just immediately switches to this guy without any, like, changes in his animations or anything.
Spider-Man.
What the hell? That's never happened before. Thanks, Spider-Man. Back to the ether. To the void. Same though. It's like, yeah, mood. Oh man, they're changing things up. It's getting tougher and tougher. What'll I do? Oh, I solved it. I barely remember that pattern. How'd you do that? We see, I'm gifted. I can do things no one is meant to do. Because I am special. Folks used to think that bomb was TAS only, but look at you.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
And now imagine that Gordon Freeman canonically sounds like that. Thanks, Spider-Man. He's like a chihuahua. Ow. What the hell? He's just sliding backwards. Bye.
Thanks, buddy. You saved me.
Oh, they're all fine, even though there's still a bomb here. It's almost insulting how slow it is. It's like, here you stupid kids, solve this. Also, you're not allowed to interact with it until, like, you know, like a second after it's finished. Here he comes. Schmack. Ouch.
Thanks, buddy. You saved me.
Did I? Did I, though? Because you're still in this game. Web. 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 It's still got a lot of weird charm to it, though. It's like very, very strange.
You saved me.
What did that laser physically stop you? Yes. Yes, it did. Hey. His attack animations are really slow. Just like real life lasers. Yes. What the hell? Hello. There he goes. What if the Half-Life scientist just stood like this? Just like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm posing for a photo. All the time. Gordon, leave me alone until after my modeling career. Whatever the fuck that was.
Be sure this shipment arrives by freight train tonight. The time frame for my experiment is more delicate than you fools seem to appreciate. And be ready to handle my spider problem if Rhino fumbles the task again.
There he goes. Sorry, Gordon, we can't talk. You're not nearly as fly as I am. Oh boy.
Ark has to be around here somewhere.
Remember me?
Listen very closely to Rhino.
Oh, I'm sorry, I requested a private room.
Ha ha ha! Let's see how funny you are after I scrape you off the bottom of my foot. Where you gonna run this time, web slinger? Ain't much room to dodge in here.
Don't say ain't. It makes
Is
you
it just
sound
me, or did he sound like really close to Bender there?
That's it. I'm gonna smash you.
This room's too small to dodge Rhino. Maybe if I can make him ram these generators.
If you want spiders beaten, you have to do it yourself. This is an SFM video, yes.
smash you!
If your fighting's anything like your tough talk, I'm not exactly worried. Is it just me, or is he getting more powerful?
What does that mean? Okay, every time you play this, Spider-Man has this line where he says, "Is it just me, or is he getting more powerful?" That means nothing in this. It's not a lead up or anything. He just says that.
I'll smash you!
If your fighting's anything like your tough talk, I'm not exactly worried.
Ow!
Gameplay.
Still so I could smear you, wall crawler!
Here, Rhino. Think fast.
My head's killing
I can't even attack him like this. I just have to ram him into all this stuff.
I'm coming for you, Spider-Man.
Rhino? Don't you know when to give up?
Objective complete.
Heads up, incoming!
And he stands in the middle of the room for some reason. Because that happens. What in the world?
Now that Rhino's out of the way, gotta find Ock. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Not so fast, little bug.
He just snaps.
Think I'd be that easy?
It's underwhelming how it just kind of fell. Yeah.
I'll smash you!
If your fighting's anything like your tough talk, I'm not exactly worried.
Stand still so I can smear you, wall crawler!
Here, Rhino. Think fast.
I'll smash you!
If your fighting's anything like your tough talk, I'm not
9,
exactly worried.
8.
Ow!
Okay.
I'm gonna clobber you for that, punk! I'm gonna clobber you for that, punk!
He's dead.
Iced Rhino. Christmas just comes earlier every year.
What does that mean? Iced Rhino. Christmas comes earlier every year. Is that something you get at Christmas? I just imagine he gets like some kind of, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Alright, Ock. I know you're... Here? What the...
Check out
Well,
this shit.
There goes the neighborhood.
How do you like my new playground, Spider-Man? I find it to be an improvement. I ripped your entire city apart.
Also, there's robots. And they say exterminate, like the Daleks in Doctor Who.
Bad news, Bubble.
Mysterio's Wacky Worlds.
Sock in the tritium.
Huh. Yeah, so, this is a thing. You get this, like... Okay. So, if you thought the overworld was kind of creepy and desolate before... Now it's just kind of, like... scary. Okay. And... every now and then... you'll hear someone yelling, "Get me down!" Just like and it echoes and everything, and it's really creepy. I need to watch Spider-Man 2 again. Well, it's nothing like this. Can you guys hear that? Let's listen closely. And it's really eerie, and it's usually the yells are coming from these guys. This is secretly Dream Emulator 2, yeah. Okay, and you also just all this creepy stuff, like these like the airplanes that are just circling this, like circling the city, and there's like all this destruction you can see. I think it's destruction. It looks like it. Like the city's been ripped from the ground. It's really like ominous and creepy. I thought it was the coolest thing. And how do you get from part to part? Well, you swing on these boulders. Now this is why I thought, one of the reasons I thought the game was worthwhile was just, what in the world? God, this is freaky in none of the ways they intended. It is freaky.
He's helping Mysterio with his little magic show.
It's like, ugh. Oops. Oh no. I'm fine. Little boulders that are the same model and orientation. Tiling textures. Squash bug. Okay, and it's like this isn't even like the whole level either, like this first part. There's 3 versions of it.
When I knocked out that generator, something happens over there. Maybe if I destroy all the generators, I can get out of this bizarre world.
And you still got the thing where just the wind is blowing? And you got this, like, just this really subtle, like, ambient tone. And it's, like, unnerving a little bit. Oops. I don't know why I like these little robots. It's got that, like, cuteness to them. Swinging around this really creepy city. So, normally in the city, they at least have people walking around. Here there's no people except for the collectible prisoners who will just yell out, and it's all echoey.
One of these doodads hiding around here somewhere.
Convenient beam. Honestly, I'm really thankful for that, otherwise I would have been really lost. As a kid and now. What in the world? He was like stuck to the wall, but standing. just so eerie. Like, it was definitely part of their intention to make this at least a little bit creepy. But I doubt it was this much. It's like ghostly.
Baby makes 3. Hey, feels like my spider sense is coming back.
What does that mean? His spider sense is coming back. Where did it go? It's really vague and weird. Okay. Part 2 is coming up in just a sec here. Also, what is this? It's just this path that happens. I aspire to make a game that during the first 20 minutes is just janky piece of shit and then gets very real about isolation and loneliness out of nowhere. Yeah, really. That's okay. Part 2.
If there were grass.
We are now substantially higher. If you suffer from vertigo and this looks real enough to give you that, I am sorry. But we are close enough to the edge of the atmosphere to actually see space when we look up. And now we are above the like 747s. And at this point we have to worry about asteroids falling on our head. This but in VR. Oh neat, you're right up there in the stratosphere. Yeah. So now we got all this moving shit. Which is a nice change for sure, but it's also like really creepy, and the wind is louder. The wind is substantially louder. Did the robot just kill itself? I don't know. God, that is creepy. It's really quiet, but there's still that yelling person every now and then. Just like asking for help. It's legit howling. Yes. Now. And you can see that things are so far away now that they actually go into the fog and the clipping distance stuff. Also, check this out. It's the prison from the beginning of the game. Isn't that creepy? I have to be very careful of falling meteors, too, at this point. Beware of falling rocks. I'm just imagining these prisoners who were arrested for, like, not crimes. And suddenly they're, like, thrown up into the stratosphere. And it's like, I didn't ask for any of this. I want to go back to prison. This is Zen. Oh my god. That would be, yeah, that'd be creepy as fuck, actually. I think after this I'll work on my my Sven co-op model so that we can work on that soon. We can play that soon. Also, this is really strange. I have to throw meteors. To distract the turrets. Oh no! Dang it. I should finish texturing my Sven boy. Yes, and I want to see.
Gotta pull the plug on all of these.
Kim's got cute crow feet. Oh my god. Also, the platform just falls out once it's done. Ugh. Unsettling some wild ways, uncanny. Yeah. It's like vague. Vague, and it's like it gets under your skin a little bit kind of thing. What in the world? Path just started. Oh, but it's not letting me go there yet. Nice texturing. Zip. Let's see. Is at this point you're just waiting to see a shadowy figure out of the corner of your eye. Yeah. Okay, actually, no. What happened is, the G-Man was watching us back in Black Mesa, and he sent us here. That's what's happening. So, I meant to mention this earlier, but I was kind of just distracted by stuff. But I was talking about Spider-Man having these like really good animations. He also has animations specifically for like jumping sideways, forward, backward, and stuff like that. By now you probably noticed though. Whoa, rock! Oh no! Wants to see if you are worth acquiring. Yeah. So you've passed the test, Peter Parker. Yes, that's right. I know your name. I've relieved you of your web shooters. As for the suit, I think you've earned it. Also, this part, strangely enough, is training. The whole throwing boulders thing. Oh no! Ow. Why does that happen? I think this is the last generator for this world, I don't remember. No, it is not. Where is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, that was the last one. Which means we're gonna be on to the final and third and final world of this crazy thing. Ah. I can hear the prisoner, he's really close. I think he's up here. Yep. There he goes. He's moved on to a better place. Whew. Waiting for one of them to be Half-Life 2 citizens. Okay, third and final thing. And as a kid, I never actually beat the third world. I never actually beat this game as a kid. I am now in space as fuck space. There's the sun. There's a galaxy. There's a satellite. And also the Earth, which is still really close, honestly, but... yeah. So we are now in fucking space. And I get to fight Mysterio, and it's really lame. So he just throws rocks at me. And I gotta throw them at him. When I played this as a kid, there was a really weird thing where every time I picked up a meteorite, it just exploded in my hands. And that's why I never beat it. There's the moon, which is also moon as fuck. Everything is really close. You got the Earth, which is like right there, the moon, which is right there, a galaxy, which is right there. Ah! No! I like how his trail of particles just stops drawing when he's not in frame. Yeah. I don't remember if there was secrets up here. I don't think there is. No. Okay.
Big Mysterio statue? That's gotta go.
So this is a thing. No more web swinging, you just do this. All right.
I don't know how you made it this far, Spider-Man, but you'll go nowhere. This one has your name on it.
just kind of floats there. Just releasing a gas cloud constantly. So why is Doc Ock bothering with his weird arm shit when there are dudes out there who could do this? Yeah, so like, this is kind of the highlight of the game. Is strange because it's like, you have this like epic, you go into space thing, and then you just, you know, fight Doc Ock on a train. I missed. Mysterio was nowhere near this cool in the regular console game. Ow. Just vanished up. There he is. How climactic. Yeah. Like his little floating sound effect. I do love that despite all this power, you throw one rock at him and it pisses him right off. Yeah. Ow! Oh my god. You know, that effect to me implies that he's like, that he's the one warping you back up, so why not just drop you? I don't even need to do all this floating puzzle shit, just jump. Zip. It's a static mesh, so that's why I can use it. Spicewood Circus Social Club. Oh my god, he's going through all of his scripted sequences since his health is so low. The statues of him are very sassy, yeah. He took inspiration from the scientists. Daily Bugle. There he goes. Is there? He's not even doing anything anymore.
Here's a new little surprise for you, Spider-Man.
Oh boy, FMV. It's the mothership.
This is my ultimate weapon. You're embarrassingly outgunned. Give up now,
Missiles.
and I may show you some mercy. Your end is near, Spider-Man.
Also, he shoots a big-ass laser at me. And then I just beat his ass inside the little console. He whacks me and off I go.
Your end is near, Spider-Man.
Zoop. Ow. I could just tank these. Oh, laser. Wait. Oh, never mind. You just hear him rattling in there, like, God damn it, this stupid thing isn't working anymore. I can't finish him off because I'm not supposed to yet. Don't you just love games like that? This game is janky even for the villains, yeah. Even them, they're like, stupid machine.
This one has your name on it. There's more where that came from. This one has your name on it.
This should be the last one. Ow. I'm fine. It's gonna fire the laser. Check this out, though. It's got like a decal texture that it keeps applying to it. Alright, just I need to punch him once. Or I guess a few times. I did it!
Spider-Man. It seems I've failed you, Dr. Octavius.
Where's Doc Ock?
It's just a laser printer.
Won't catch him, Spider-Man. His plan is already underway, and you were wasting
Printing
your time
decals, oh
with
my
me
god.
when you should have been catching the train.
Real cute fishbowl. I take it he's at the train station.
Very perceptive of you, Spider-Man.
Never.
Never! The end. Yep. This effect is kind of cool, though. And... zoop. I mean, it's really janky, but I mean, I like the idea. Mission complete. Windows blue screen.
There he is.
Bam, we're back at
I'm sorry,
boring,
there's no one
back to
allowed on
boring
this
ass
train.
this
He's out
place.
of service.
So are you.
Own. The sliding, yes! They keep sliding. Now they're throwing enemies at me. Finally. They're low poly enough that any computer could handle it. You know that these are big chonky boys because they drop huge health. See? Big chonky health. I kind of like goofy power-ups like this where it's just like a big ol' plus symbol floating in the world. It's like this thing where it's like kind of tacky, but it's also really gamey. It's like kind of neat. I believe there's a prisoner around here. This area is closed. I picked up the nuclear power-up. Oh! The spider. Mine. I eat it. Wee Subway. Oh. Beware of dog. There he is. Another one of those Halloween spider rings for Spider-Man's many fingers. Oh god, he's got like... If he's got 8 arms, imagine how many fingers he has.
Not so fast, Doc. I need to see your ticket.
The slowest swinging. Oh. There we go. I regret this. Here we go.
Turn back now, wall crawler, or things won't go.
Now this is supposed to be pulled back a little bit, but
Let Mary Jane go. It's me you want.
just like the movie, yeah. Takes place at night.
You've bitten off more than you
This is how the movie works, right? I think I remember, like, just shit coming at me in the movie, right? That Spider-Man? Like, not even stuff he's throwing, just sometimes it just comes out of the ground. This is... Oh yeah, I have to actually go forward. Yeah, it was very inspirational. Whoa! Oh my god, it started over the boss fight because, like, it dropped me in the air and I missed the fucking thing. Good gameplay. Oh my god. Okay. You said a swear, now Spidey's gonna deck you. Oh no. Okay, now he's just throwing... Okay, this actually gets ridiculous. It's really funny. He starts throwing bigger and bigger shit at me until he's just throwing cars. Hey, Ock, you gonna, like, animate there? Oh, don't tell me I broke it. Oh, there we go. He just throws whole cars at me now. Why are those signs floating? What in the hell? This is where the maximum jank comes in. God, this is incredible. Yes. And then FMV. Spidey just sails down in a standing pose. Yes. I like how he just kind of goes like, should I move? Nah.
That's right, Spidey. Come into
God, I love his arms just constantly moving.
I know you're around here somewhere.
Just like, bloop, 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 bloop.
Maybe handling this a little sneaky-like will save some wear and tear on the Spidey threads.
Okay, just compare this warehouse to one in Spider-Man PS4. This looks like a Half-Life 1 map.
You and me.
Like not like any specific one, but like, you know, like a fan map kind of thing, like a mod. It'd be like, okay, you play in the warehouse, and like this is it. This is what it looks like. Counter-Strike fan mod. Yes, it's a Counter-Strike map. That's what it is. All of the gameplay ideas we've collected up to this point are now coming into effect, like shoot and hit and also shoot and hit. Masterpiece. Yeah, completely flawless. Zip. Stealth. So do you have infinite web? It looks like it. Yes. Yes, you do. This was based on the Sam Raimi movies, so, you know, the fact that you have infinite web makes sense, too. Just gonna... Ow. Button. God, the quietness is still tripping me up. Yeah. Only runs out if he stops believing in himself. That was like the moral of Spider-Man 2. There's even, okay, there's like all this ambience, there's crickets chirping and everything, so it's like really bizarre. Hello, bastard. What was your crime? Did you eat too much candy as a kid or something? Actually, let's check that real quick. Who we've collected. I believe this is new. No. No. Manny Hadton. Convicted for throwing rocks at glass buildings. Okay. That one would be an actual crime, though, so fair. Lefty McGrabber. Pickpocket and pincher. Serving 3 years for pinching the judge. Okay. Tax evasion. Let's see. Mac the Meat Burger. Charged with throwing meat patties and fried foods at school children and dieting vegetarians. Okay, well, I mean, that is kind of rude. Vid EOA Cade. No, Vid EO Arcade. That is a stretch and a half. Guilty of stealing quarters from arcade machines and erasing top scores. That one's not a crime. I mean, stealing the quarters would be, but I feel like the hero model was main studio, and then entirely of the rest of the PC version was outsourced. His 3 middle names. Someone hurt themselves thinking about that one, probably. Well, I mean, this whole game, that's what the... Hello. Mine. Eat. This whole game was outsourced to Fizz Factor, that, like, logo we saw at the beginning. Actually, I don't know if you were here yet, but, that's like, yeah, this whole game was outsourced specifically because they didn't want to bother porting the console version. So they just... Okay, inexplicably, it was easier to make a brand new game than to port the console version. I mean, this was kind of at that time in video games before we had, like, unified engines, so it makes partial sense. And the fact they were able to get this done in, like, 2 months. Like, you can actually see the dates on the files and stuff. Oh my god, did you guys see that? You can see the dates on the files, and, like, most of them really only go as far as, like, 2 months. So it basically wasn't... Yes! Oh my god! This is a Spider-Man, like, Spider-Man Jam game. That's amazing. And it's like, if you think about it that way, it's like kind of amazing, but it's still like really bare bones. Now where the hell? For a full AAA release, yeah. The proper AAA studio worked on the console version. I love these enemies that get, like, dizzy from their own attacks. They're just gonna stand there like, Now, I believe... Now, I know I have to go downstairs, but I forgot how to get there. Same, though. There's a door. I believe there's a door I'm supposed to go through. There, oh, there it is.
Doc Ock sure takes his security seriously.
1,000 points to Gryffindor.
What's this? A secret exit? That Ock full of surprises.
God, the voice performance is so just bland. This, huh? That's interesting. He electrified the sewer! Yes. You know what'd be really good down here? Just a natural swinging mechanic like in the consoles. Aggressive caustics. It's like not electric, it's just like, this is just what the water looks like. They woke up the voice actors and had them immediately do a cold read. Probably, I mean, like, from what I've seen, it's like, depending on the quality of the, like, voice stream, they'll just try to get a voice actor in and out as fast as possible, especially if they're expensive, and these are like, you know, Hollywood actors that they got in there. So like, alright, just, we need to pay them like $5,000 a minute, so we can only have them in here for 5 minutes. It's like, they do a practice read, and they're like ready for their real take, and the guy's like, no, that's good. Just roll with that one. We gotta move on, come on. Literally just skimming the script in the booth. They were getting ready to actually voice act, and they're like, that works. It's like, even in the regular game, their voice acting isn't super fantastic, but it's a lot better than this. It's like Tobey Maguire especially just sounds really like done. He's just like, don't care. Water no longer electrified, and this is what it looks like. This nice, thick water. That UV seam. Yeah, there's UV seams everywhere. I wish water had a seam IRL. Okay, last level, I believe. And then, like, last level, and then there's gonna be the boss.
Spider-Man. This bodes very ill for you, Miss Watson. Soon, my dear, you will bear witness to the greatest scientific achievement in human history. Excluding my own creation, of course.
I don't know what you're up to, Pencil Neck, but I predict total failure.
At last, my preparations are complete.
It's so funny to just kind of just see him, this man in a trench coat, just kind of hunched over with these 4 arms just out.
Here I come.
Smack. Okay, is it just me, or is this just like this whole setup here just look like a stereotypical FPS map? Just like not quite Half-Life, but like maybe like Counter-Strike-esque. You just got this, you got pipes, you got brick with mold on it, you got this barrel that's on fire. You got puddles. I don't know. It's just...
I'd better find MJ fast.
Schmack. This dude was bragging about how cool his science is when, again, Mysterio made a whole city in the sky in Spider-Man's mind. Exactly. You can't really top that.
Doc Ock sure takes his security seriously.
Gotta love the reused lines. Zip. Nope. Love the blue noise texture. Oh my god, yeah. I'm glad it's not ruining the stream. Didn't even think about that. Doc Ock continues to take his security seriously. Remember the warehouse in Spider-Man 2, if you've seen it? And how it's like kind of a small warehouse? Ow. Doc Ock has managed to find sticky-proof walls and put them everywhere. Spider-Man sticky-proof. Now, everything is covered in butter. Sticky. Now. I want to know how this, like, Combine-ass wall works. Okay, if the Combine were in Half-Life 1, I bet this is what the field would look like. Ow. Oh, good. I get a little prompt that says I can zip to the electrified floor. That's helpful. How do I get up? Can I just stand on this? Oh my god, I can. I'm starting to suspect this game isn't great. Yeah? We've run out of ways to make this more difficult, so we're just gonna make it so Spider-Man cannot stick to things. Also, I couldn't just use that. Oh my god. I had to stand back and pull the lever. That's nice. RIP Combine Field. Environmental storytelling. So these are like run-down ass apartments with everything stripped. You got this light source here, this graffiti, these two fucking mattresses, this chair, and a pizza. Stole that guy's pizza. Yeah. What the hell? The wall is like dripping. You guys see that? Oh my god, they're supposed to be cockroaches, but it's a particle system. Martin, check this out. It's a cockroach particle system that's spawning in the wall. Let's see if it... Oop, there it goes. Zoop. These are disgusting mattresses. Pizza Roma. I'm just imagining that like these two guys were kind of just chilling in here, just like This is like a really bad homeless shelter.
You and me, pajama boy.
And they just kind of took it. And it's like... What in the world? It's like a homeless-themed homeless shelter. What in the world?
Me, pajama boy. Hey, that's not funny.
It's pretty funny. More Combine Field. Oh my god. Did he just get hit when he ran into the... Oh my god! This actually hurt him. As if you've forgotten you're homeless. So this is actually just wallpaper. It's just like you got this like dirty, gross brick texture. The mattresses are actually clean. They're just gross looking. This is actually the sheet cover. And you just got this like pizza they give you. It's like that gross Animal Crossing set. What? Pull. I love this clothing pile. Nom. Here's another cockroach particle system. Okay, there's also this really, really subtle, like, crawling noise. It's really gross. Yeah, Animal Crossing has slob furniture set. Oh my god. Grungy set looks way too realistic. Oh dear.
I'm gonna get me a spider.
Nom. I wonder what the texture for the clothes pile looks like on its own. The wallpaper and flooring are peeled and decayed. What the hell? Did you guys see that? He just jumped up there. Like, he was scripted to, too. It wasn't like a glitch. It's just like, okay, we're gonna have this guy. He's gonna jump at like 60 miles an hour. Big health.
Wow, an ambush. Thugs are getting smarter. Or something.
The many faces of the heavy weapons guy. From Team Fortress Classic. Playtesting probably revealed that no one noticed the hole in the ceiling. Oh my god. So, they just have this guy jump up through it. Okay, so now a new soundscape has been added, which is these creepy, like, alien sounds. Not, like, electrical ambience kind of thing. I can hear Mary Jane calling me through the wall. But which one? I would. If I knew where you... Mine. He's gonna cause a resonance cascade? Oh, there we go. Speaking of not being able to find the ceiling. Okay, now it may not look it, but it's actually really hard to look up and down. Here's me looking down as much as I can. Here's me looking up as much as I can. Right? In a first-person shooter, you'd actually have 90 degrees, like straight up, straight down. Here I don't have that. So it's like actually more difficult to look up than in a first-person game.
These readings are impossible. Spider-Man must be meddling with the equipment somehow.
I hate it when games or it won't let you aim all the way up and down. Me too. I hate it. It's like, is there a reason I can't? Watch this. I did it.
Mary Jane, you all right?
Thank you. If you hadn't shown up, I don't know what would.
Thank me later, will you?
Hug.
Get out of here now.
Gotcha.
Whip. He whips his arms around.
Mary Jane was a big
Look, he just grabs him. Grabby.
Spider-Man.
So is this the warehouse he's making the reactor in?
better move like a tree and
There they go. Just slide off.
You've meddled with my experiment for the last time, Spider-Man.
Dr. Octavius, let's not do
Nice
anything
ass shot.
crazy. Or
These cutscenes are a gift.
else crazy.
Yes, they are.
Keep joking.
I've actually uploaded some of them to my alt account just because I wanted to showcase them,
Enough of your prattle.
like the visible
Now
thwip
you
points.
pay for it, once and for all.
All right, final boss.
Such a feeble hero.
Can't dodge me forever.
Oh my god, he can't hit me if I'm that close. You stuck in your cock in my ass for the last time. God, that video was so good. Whippy arms. The reactor. Ow. Oh my god, they put secrets in the final boss. The same gray spider. The reactor sphere isn't even rotating. It's not? Yeah, it is. It's rotating. Oh, you mean the fact that the mesh isn't, it's just the texture scrolling. Oh my god.
Can't dodge me forever.
I probably could dodge him forever.
Now that he's dazed, I can take him out.
I just love, like, arenas like this where part of the thing is trying to navigate. Ow. So right now the music that's playing is the music from the intro movie.
Such a feeble hero.
Just like the actual FMV track.
That's it. Now that he's dazed, I can take him out.
Amazing boss fight. Now, can I just stand here and have him miss me completely? Yes! Look at this! Look at this! That's incredible. Hey. What's up? So I'm just kind of chilling here. This rules.
Dr. Octavius, your experiment is...
Oh my god, the animations are broken.
Stop it.
They're not working.
Now, please.
Good heavens, my boy.
Is he in T-pose? No, he's not. He's just offset. Oh my god, it's actually broken.
Now.
He was supposed to be sitting like that. Okay, these cutscenes are already at 15 FPS and he's stepped as fuck. Ah, it just sucked in the whole thing. Anyway, so you guys ready for just the epic conclusion? Or, nope. Just, that's it. The end. Game over. You did it. It's just like kiss and then the end. Rushed as fuck, huh? This song. So this song is also in the, you know, regular console version too. Look out! This track is definitely like product of its time kind of thing. Submit this run to speedrun.com. Did I like go underestimate? Just even fucking around. Underestimate. I mean, like, I don't know. Two-and-a-half-hour game. And I took my time, too. I mean, I didn't, like, find all the secrets or whatever, but... Now, I believe at this point, you can actually do, like, a sort of new game... Not new game plus. You go back into the game as you would in Spider-Man 2, and you can just kind of swing around the empty city. Go back and get some collectibles that aren't locked off. Like, you know... You can't go... I don't think you can go back into Oscorp, so you can't do that. You can't go back to the, you know, city in the sky thing, despite how awesome and scary that was. Yeah, I'll show you this city real quick. Once the credits are over. This was a game that was made by people. With a really nice Spider-Man model. And yeah. This is too many people for these credits. Well, I mean, you also gotta factor in, like, the, you know, marketing and, like, each individual person for the music. But a lot of these assets, a lot of the music and stuff is, KMFDM. I don't remember what that is, actually. That sounds familiar, but... That's a lot of violins, yes. So, you have to remember that they also reused assets from the, a band. Yeah, I believe they did the ending and also, like, most of the music. So... I can actually load in the game and see it says free play now. And I can just... Bink to the future tune of Deke. So yeah, now I'm just plopped in here. Here's free roaming mode. Just spits you out, yeah. Kind of unceremonious, isn't it? So I can go around, look at stuff I missed, sort of. Wall Street Camels Camel Rental.
Ow! Don't you have
Oh,
spider
Jesus.
sense or something?
Why do people keep disappearing?
Watch it. Can't you fly or something?
Bye. Rip.
I'm walking here.
Oh my god, I think I'm figuring out what's happening. How much you want to bet that they're finishing their animation and they're getting ready to, like, get back on their path, but the, like, pathing fails, and as a failsafe, they just delete the entity.
Spider-Man, again? Why are you stalking me?
Or maybe not. She's still trying to get around me. But, I mean, she's also being successful about it. I have no idea. Or they reset the entity's transform altogether. Maybe, yeah. Just, like, failed for this amount of time. Reset. So there's like all kinds of little stuff, but it's like just like vaguely populated. Like there's a loading bay back here. Like and there's this thing. Those just disappeared into the wall. Did you guys see that? Misbehaving entities are banished to the Skybox. They end up hanging out with Mysterio. You keep doing that and you actually get people who show up in the Mysterio world. Now, a couple things I can probably still get at this point. Let me just see what I can find real quick. So here's Oscorp. It's just this building, and it goes down for miles apparently. And all that stuff is locked off now. The giant Activision billboard. Load times are generous, at least. Yeah, there's not much to load. Like there's a lot of like reused stuff, and it's like really quick. Even back then, it was really fast. No more visiting Gordon. Yeah. The Daily Bugle. It's just one typo away from the Daily Bulge. Oh, whoa. It's just really quiet. Console version of Spider-Man 2 usually has like music that kicks in every now and then, and they have like people actually talk to you and stuff, just to keep things alive and active. Here, there's none of that. It's just you're just like, okay, here's a city, you can swing, sort of. Have fun. Do it. Oh, yes. These are little challenges. What in the world? Great, now take the purse back to the lady. This is like console command up at the top. Okay, I gotta run. I'm about over anyway. Thank you. Did I do it? Did I win? She's not. Alright, I'm just gonna say I did it. But I think I'm actually gonna call it here anyway. Because, yeah, there's like nothing else to do. Nothing really else to look at, pretty much. Yeah. She's traumatized.
That getup doesn't entitle you to just bump into people.
Okay. I actually really enjoyed the stream. Thank you. If you want a mic while you work on Sven... Alright, yeah. I think I will, honestly. But yeah, so that's Spider-Man 2, the PC version. Yeah, so thank you very much for coming, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Yeah. Bye-bye. Aw, Dan, that's okay. I'll be sure to upload the VOD. I think it's worth watching. But yeah, see you guys.